Gymnasium. Good evening, high school basketball fans, and welcome to Fox Valley Association High School Ball here this evening. Play host to the Patriots of Appleton East. I'm Dave Preston along with Mike Pfeiffer to bring you all the play-by-play action here tonight. And Mike, well, you can tell when you get to this portion of the season, things start getting past that halfway point, getting into the wind-down stage. The community really back to going to be near. I think it's early because I think it has drawn out a few more people that maybe would not have even been here otherwise, just to see what the place looked like if it was full.
Well, Fond du Lac can be a real basketball town. They go real crazy on good basketball, and they have a good team to watch here this year. A very exciting team, and in this kind of atmosphere, Dave, almost makes you think it's about the first week of March. You know, the old March Madness attitude. But you know, in actuality, we haven't seen our team in the conference for the first time yet. We've got a couple of games yet this weekend before.
For the senior, 21, Kevin Thompson. For Appleton East, number 43, senior Joe Schneider. For the Cardinals, senior number 22, Todd Fortune. Number 45 for the Patriots, junior Tim Danielson. For the Cardinals, number 50, junior Joe number 55, junior Pat Grabner, and for the Cardinals, freshman number 54, Joe Hansen.
As there you have the starting lineups for tonight's action. Tip-off moments away in this big conference meeting. Once again, game matching up the 5-1 Fond du Lac Cardinals against the 6-1 Appleton East Patriots. Key conference game for the Fond du Lac Cardinals at their home gymnasium. One more game here remaining. Spartans Friday night this evening. Would have to think that to right. And it will be Danielson for the Patriots. Ball's tipped, and we're underway from the Goodrich Gymnasium as it's controlled by Wolf as he leaves it off for Bester. Bester gives it to Fortune, swinging it back to Bester, top the key, rotate the offense around to the right side. Fortune pops out, left side, free throw line extended. Cardinals very patient offensively, looking over the zone defense, man-to-man defense being applied. Three-pointer on the way is no good. And the rebound is pulled down by the Patriots as they come up court very quickly with the ball. As Benedict goes to the right side, lays it there for Kip Warner. Fond du Lac applying the man-to-man defense. Benedict with the ball. Looks inside to Schneider. Lob pass inside. He's tipped. But the Patriots come away with the loose ball. Once again, loose, and the Cardinals coming away. The Bester on the breakout. Pulls up with the 16-footer. It's good. Ryan Bester gets the first two of the game. And the Cardinals open up with a 2-0 lead. Dave Preston will be joining us here very shortly, as I see him in the background right now. From minor technical problems. Running one-hander inside is no good by Schneider. However, he's fouled. And the foul will go against Joe Wolf. 6:54 to go here in the first quarter of action. 2-0 Cardinals.
Well, this one's going to send Joe Schneider off to the free throw line here to shoot a pair.
First is on the way, no good.
Yeah, I don't know what caused that, Mike, but we got it squared around again there, I do believe.
He gets the second free throw. Zone defense being applied here, Dave. Looks to be a 1-3-1,
actually, or a 2-2-1, Mike. 2-2-1. They float the guy down, turn it into a 1-3-1. Then here's Bester, free throw line extended, 18-footer. It's good. bullet with a pair to start this basketball game, and the Cardinals lead us 4-1 with 6:33 remaining here. First quarter of action, we're just underway. And to back up court comes Mark Benedict here with the basketball. He pulls it up at the free throw line, off onto the near side for Werner. Reloads out hole high, down into the high post, off onto the right side again. Schneider, ball bag free here, picked up by the bullet. Here's Bester with a running one-hander on the way, and it's good.
Oh, Brian Bester's been a one-man show on the offensive end and defensive, actually. A pair of steals for him. Did a great job of reading that passing lane, taking it away from the Patriots, and getting the breakaway layup.
That's what you call a one-man wrecking crew right there. Grabner.
Final act, Dave, excuse me, 6 points on the board, and the Patriots have yet to attempt a field goal.
Off onto the far side, Jim Danielson. They try to come into Grabner here to the high post, played there by Wolf. Out of the coffin corner once again, the two Danielson. Danielson looking to bring it back out. They do so now to Benedict. Benedict off onto the near side for Werner, flashing through the baseline here. Danielson shot airball, rebound away to Todd Fortune.
Well, the Cardinals defense has been outstanding thus far, really getting a lot of help on the defense, sagging very well, getting the weak side to come across in the front and back.
Here is a Fortune outside with an 18-footer, will not drop. Grabner with a rebound. Bump back from behind from High Harpson, nothing called on it. It was coincidental stuff anyway, and the outside shot here on the way is good by Joe Schneider. Joe Schneider with his first bucket of the game, and the Patriots' first bucket as well. 8-3, the Cardinals' lead is cut to 5.
6-3.
You're right. A couple of lights on that scoreboard, and I have a tendency to want to misread it once in a while. Here's Wolf out of the coffin corner. Bester swings between the two rings. Fortune three-pointer the way, and Honeycomb down. And cleared by Danielson. Outlet pass to Kip Werner. Werner up on the right side, sidewalk cut off there. Loads it out to Grabner, travel the ball. Cardinals will get it back here. And let's see if they're going to lay that press out again. Now this time they've pulled it back.
It's going to come into a man-to-man defense.
Yep. Picking them up at quarter court, as a matter of fact. They don't even pick them up at half court. So here's Bester right to the free throw line. Fortune to the near side, 50-footers. Good by Todd.
Well, Fortune on the right side was wide open. They got him the ball very quickly off the set formation and had an easy 15-footer, making about a 10-footer actually for the pop in.
Benedict to Werner. Pops it back up here, give it outside to Joe Schneider, leading scorer on this basketball team. And stepping on the baseline and out of bounds is Jim Danielson.
Fourth turnover for the Patriots very early in this game.
So with a bit of a shaky start. And Cardinals coming out, Mike, looking like we had hoped they would. Like this was the biggest game of the year right here.
Oh, thus far it is. At this point of the season, it's a big one.
And Bester, nice feed. It's, Wolf, he missed the puppy. Gets his own rebound, looking to bring it back out. Follow-away jumper, good by Joe.
Well, good thing he got that because he missed an easy one. That's one of those shots where he had to lay in and couldn't make his mind up to use the glass or go straight in.
And blocked by High Harpson and out of bounds. Saw a couple of substitutions in here. Eric Olson, a 5'10 senior, is into the ball game. In fact, they've got 3 replacements here. Brian Wunderlich has come into the basketball game as well. And also Andy Boehm. And loose ball down the coffin corner to the right side. Olson picks it up there, flashing in on the back door side is Kip Werner. He'll put it in.
That actually comes off a broken play where the Cardinals kind of went for the breakdown and started to move up court.
And Olson here is going to be called for a blocking foul.
And that will come way before the shot. Cardinals will just inbound the ball underneath the basket.
Only their first team foul. And on the common foul, as Mike said,
for the Cardinals, somebody off the bench
outside, 17-footer there would knock it out. Rebound away to Joe Schneider.
I just feel it's going to be a big game for the bench someplace along the line.
Eric Olson does the tricky thing with the basketball, swings it off onto the near side now. It is Werner, and double check that. That's Boehm. And now Werner to the right side. Outside here is Schneider. 18-footer there, partially deflected. They kick it back out, though. Olson's shot, Honeycomb's out. Rebound tipped by Wolf into the hands of Kevin Topchick. And the Cardinals will bring it back up court. So here's the Bullet up into the forecourt. They post up here to Wolf. The 16-footer of the way would knock it out. Fortune battles, has double pumping. Won't drop, but he is fouled by Brian Wunderlich, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, that was a good job by Fortune. He got that rebound, and he had Wunderlich up in the air and did a great job. You saw though he had the ball actually on his right side hip. No way Wunderlich could get to the ball, and he just put the body into him, drew the shot, and almost had an opportunity for a three-point play.
So Todd Fortune will go to the free throw line here to shoot a pair. The Cardinals with a 10-5 lead with 10:36 remaining here in the first quarter of action, and Todd gets the
Burke Marine Credit Union with 3 offices to serve all your financial needs. They are available to anyone living or working in Fond du Lac County or the townships of Leroy, Lemira, Chester, or Trenton in Dow. Burke Marine Credit Union, member NCUA.
So back up court after missing the second. It's an 11-5 basketball game. Warner here out of the coffin corner, played there by Bester, swing it out hole high as it is picked up here by Boehm. Boehm played by Kevin Tomczyk. Swing between the 2 rings, round to the right side now to Eric Olson. And East very stagnant, and Tomczyk here with a steal. Tomczyk dishing off here to Wolf, puts it behind the back, lost control of the ball, and it's pulled away by Andy Boehm. So Boehm will bring it back up. Now Wolf just flat out lost the handle, and coming in with a running one-hander here is Wunderlich, and he put it in.
Pretty good move by Wunderlich, taking it to the basket strong, and he had the interference coming as Josh Harmson tried to cut him off, but just a double pump that went right around Harmson.
And they're right back into it here at 11-7. Tomczyk swings it off the Bester, hole high, 3-pointers on the way.
Oh, Bester off with a big start in this game.
The Bullet with his 9th point here in this first quarter of action. 9 of the Cardinals' 14. By Bester. Here comes the Bullet on. Hard to the lay it out.
Great job. Ron Parker and the Patriots need a timeout there. I'm telling you, right now the Cardinal offense is just dissecting them.
16-7 basketball game by 9, the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Eric Olson around to the near side as they look to post it up, and 2 guys went to the high post position, and now
A little push off there calling Wolf. Not too much action there.
well, I don't know why he called that, but he did. And Joe Wolf has picked up his 2nd personal foul, the 2nd team foul, and I'm sure that they're going to bring him out, and they will, as Joe Harmson comes back into the basketball game. So High and Josh are both into the ball game here now. The Twin Towers, Twin Peaks. Round to the right side as the shot on the way here by Boehm. No, and a foul is going to be on Brian Bester. The Bullet gets his first, team's 3rd.
42 seconds left in the first quarter of action. 16-7 Cardinal lead. That's just what you like to do at home, is get off to that early lead. To make your visitors too welcome.
No. Andy Boehm to the free throw line to shoot a pair, missed the first, comes back and check that. Got a pair of them there, didn't he? No.
No, just the first. Again, the full court zone, 2-2-1 being applied.
And the Cardinals, look out, they got Tomczyk doubled up here, needs some help. Comes cross court to High Harmson. Now they'll reload the basketball. Tomczyk swing it between the 2 rings here to the Bullet.
Cardinals going to look for one, down to 21 seconds here in the quarter.
There's that 3-2, almost a 3-2 zone, Mike.
Well, you'll see the Patriots with a lot of multiple defenses. They like to mix it up on you. Very important for the guards to recognize what's being thrown at you.
And the clock rolling down to 7 here. Fond du Lac working for the last shot. Tomczyk to the near side. Fortune going to shoot the 3. Honeycombed out, would not drop. That'll be the end of the first quarter of action. And our score after 1 quarter of play, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 16, the Appleton East Patriots 8. We'll be back after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report. Back to their original starting. Yes, they had.
No, Wolf, or are you talking about
Boehm is still in
there. Okay,
there,
you're talking about the Patriots. Yeah, Wolf is still out for the Cardinals.
Patriots have gone, well, almost to their original starting 5, with the exception of Boehm being in there right now. And a fall-away jumper on the way here from Jim Danielson is good. Well, obviously, head coach Ron Parker wanted to wake up his troops a little bit, and he benched 3 of the 5 starters there for the last 4 minutes of that first quarter. So we'll see if it has any effect. 16-10, they're back to within 6 here. Looping feet, got it down to high. Harmson trying to come across court there to Josh, and the ball bang free.
Now, Joe's got to take that shot to the basket right there.
Yes,
He's got good position. He can't be too unselfish.
And the Grabner off the glass and good. Well, they've cut it to 4. 16-12, a little run here by the Appleton East Patriots. And the Bullet will bring it up. Fortune around to the left side. Golden Boy's going to come right back out here to Bester. And it comes to Fortune cutting across. Got it down low again here to Harmson. Going to go to the hoop this time. And Joe did not get the hips squared around again, Mike. We've talked about that. Got to get the hips, I think, a little bit more parallel to the baseline.
He made
that shot.
Initial crossover move was very good, but he got a good angle to the basket, but again, failed to use the backboard for one thing.
And shot originally blocked, and then Grabner grabs the rebound and puts it back in the hoop. And it's 16-14. They have scored 7 in a row.
Just the reversal of the first quarter. Right here, they are 3 for 3 from the field, and we have yet to take only one shot.
Tomczyk down to high, bank out a foul. Now that time he squares the hips up, uses the backboard, gets the bucket, and the recipient of a foul for a possible three-point play here.
Let me real quickly give you the first quarter statistics. Both teams shoot 50%. The difference, of course, Fond du Lac 7 for 14, where Appleton East only gets 6 attempts and converting 3 of them. The Patriots out-rebound the Cardinals 6-4, Fondy with but 1 first quarter turnover. The Patriots with 6.
Boy, Harmson to the free throw line, unless I miss. And I don't know how I could have. They've got East up there, Mike, on the scoreboard for 5 team fouls, and they don't have that many. They've only got 3. The last one being their 3rd, and they threw it away on the baseline here, not about.
How many's Fond du Lac have? Maybe they hit one in the wrong side.
Well, Fond du Lac with 3.
Okay, that's right.
I'm wondering if they didn't. They must have chalked one up, a couple of them up there twice or something, because. Well, at any rate.
They'll find it.
Yep, 19-14 basketball game. Fortune to Tomczyk here, working out between the 2 rings, comes back to Golden here to the near side. Herky jerk left, back to the right, dumps it off here to Harmson. Baby Skyhook and lay it's good by Joe.
That's a nice shot by Harmson, because I'll tell you, number 1, nobody's ever going to block that shot with just a little baby Skyhook, a little push action. Beautiful rotation on that.
And down onto the baseline, Snyder comes back out low post to Grabner. Boy, he really didn't get set for that shot at all. Tried the alley-oop thing down here to high Harmson, and it's out of bounds.
Wunderlich into the game, Brian Wunderlich for the Patriots.
And did they bring Grabner back out? Yes, they did. Now that's kind of a strange move, Mike. He had 2 big buckets for him, and they bring him back out of the basketball game. And off of the right side, Danielson can't hit the shot, and Bester will bring it back up.
It appears that ball was tipped as he went up for the shot by Tomczyk.
Got it down to high, slam it, missed it, got his own rebound, double pumping, can't hit the shot the second time. Tip back out again to high, Skyhook is gone. Cardinal lead swells again to 9. They have scored now 7 in a row on a run. And around to the right side is Werner with the basketball. The Danielson hole high. Off on the near side of the baseline is Benedict. Give it off here to Wunderlich once again. He is played by Josh Harmson. And is swinging it around to the right side. Back out hole high. Out of the near side, Danielson down low post. Wunderlich covered up there again by Harmson as they dish it off to the right side. And a pancake jumper by Benedict, and he hit it. 23-16 by 7 yet the Fond du Lac Cardinal. And 4:04 remaining here in the first half of action. Bester to Todd Fortune. Fortune flashing through again on the baseline. Bester dishing off here for Josh Harmson. Shot blocked by Grabner. Grabner stayed in when Wunderlich came in, and boy, there was a 3-second violation if we ever saw one. Nothing called on. The shot blocked, and Tomczyk away with it. Here's Bester with an 18-footer.
Three-pointer from Bester. Boy, he's really gotten that pull-up shot tonight. That 3 that he's hitting this game where he's on the dead run, pulls up off it.
12 points in the ball game for the Bullet. 26-16 by 10, the Fond du Lac Cardinals. and have outscored East. Let's see here, 9-2, 10-2. So Grabner back outside, running one-hander here, will knock it down. Rebound away to Josh Harmson, stolen away by Daniels, and the foul will be on Josh. Josh Harmson will pick up the personal foul.
Josh got his pocket picked there as he came away. It's a rebound. The ball knocked loose, and the Patriots and Jim Danielson able to take it to the glass. From behind, Josh tried to block the shot. Actually, from this angle, I thought he did a pretty good job of it as he tipped it off the glass. However, the official, much closer than I am, thought he got a little body on it.
And this is going to send Jim Danielson, the 6'5 junior, to the free throw line to shoot a pair. This is the first. They have indeed now caught the fact that East only has 3 team fouls. That has been changed on the scoreboard. The Cardinals now with 4. Second one by Danielson goes down. 26-17 by 9. Still the Cardinals. 3:02 remaining. First half of action. 2-2-1 half court. Kind of a trap here now. The ring. Tomczyk, and now the bullet. One formation here, and Josh Harmson up to the high post. Here's Tomczyk, makes the three-point shot, give it a best for his three-pointers. Good by the bullet.
Well, that's exactly the area you gave. You want to attack a 3-2 defense, which it was. A quick pass to the baseline because you've got 3 guys spread across the top. That is the area that is subject to a 3-2 defense.
29-17 by 12. Fond du Lac off of the baseline. Danielson played here by Tomczyk, and they threw it right in the hands of the bullet. Here comes Bester with the running one, and he overlaid it. And back up court very quickly comes Mark Benedict.
Yeah, you're saying at the opposite end, they threw it in the hands of the bullet. It wasn't so much that as he just, again, read that passing lane, anticipated where the ball was going, stepped right in front.
Benedict played by Fortune. Now they're going to call the foul on Golden. His first, team's 5th.
I'm impressed with the Cardinals tonight. They look extremely sharp. Keep in mind, they haven't played now for 2 weeks. They've been by last weekend.
That's what it was. We were off last week. I was trying to think, geez, who did we play last week?
You know, sometimes when you have that week and a half, almost 2 weeks, full weeks off here, you can get a little stagnant. Practice just isn't like gameplay, but the Cardinals coming out extremely sharp.
And despite some adversity here this week, Mike, 6th point of the quarter is 6.
Don't expect to go away in this game.
Tomczyk swings it off here to Bester. Going to shoot that, the 18-footer. Honeycombs out. Josh Harmson had the tap on it, but then it falls off into the hands of Benedict. Warner comes here in the lane to Schneider. His lean-in 12-footer would knock it out, and Tomczyk runs the basketball down. 29-19 with 1:14 remaining here in the first half of action. Here's Fortune coming around to pick out high, going to shoot the 3. Wow, that was pretty.
He came around for a double pick, actually. Both Tomczyk and Bester at the top of the key had a double pick set. No way the defense is going to fight through that.
15 seconds remaining in the half, 32-19. And Mike, this is as impressive offensively, I think, as the Cardinals have looked. Going right. Here's Grabner now posting up in the lane. Turnaround jumper's going to fall in. He's got 8 here in this quarter.
You know,
going back to the Beaver Dam game when we were so impressed with the offense, and they looked about that fluent here again tonight.
But what an entertaining game this has been. It's been a very clean game. Fouls have not been a problem, and both teams playing pretty well. The Cardinals exceptionally well.
Here's Tomczyk off on the near side here for Todd Fortune. Give it to the bullet, and a hand-checking foul here is going to be called on Eric Olson. That'll be his second. And East's 4th. Back up off the pines now is Andy Bain to come into the basketball game. This is going to be a common foul, so the Cards are going to inbound. And taking his seat is Mark Benedict. So Bester working back into the backcourt once again. And the bullet comes up through the Cyclops on the tricky dribble thing as he works down here on Eric Olson, comes to the free throw line, popping up now is Fortune off the pick down low, reloaded out for Bester once again, and now Looking for time check. Clock 6 down here to 6, down to 5. Here's Bester coming around down low. Double pumping, going to take the 17-footer off the back of the rim and knock it down. That'll be the end of the first half of action. But our score here at halftime, the Fond du Lac Cardinals 32, the East Patriots 21. We'll be back here at the Gooder Tie Gym after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report. Go following the miss there by Harmson.
They get a field goal the other end. I was looking down, Dave, and I missed who got it myself.
Well, we'll give it to Snyder. Shot on the way here again by High. Will not go down. Rebound pulled away by Joe Schneider. And to quickly back up court here with the basketball. Benedict bring it out hole high to Schneider. Benedict around to the right side. He is played there by Todd Fortune. Benedict swings it back out hole high. Now they pop it up here to Schneider. Trying to run a little flex down to the inside. Got it out of the coffin corner here. Danielson, and he hit the 2.
Well, the Patriots coming out strong here in the second half of action.
Well, much as they did at the start of the second quarter, Mike.
Right.
32-25, they're back to within 7 again. As Fortune takes it down to the baseline, pulls up there, shot it short, and the rebound down to Jim Danielson. Benedict right back into the forecourt once again. Benedict cut off here by Fortune. Loads it out to Schneider out at the high post. Played there by High Harmson. Got it down here. Blocked by Tomczyk as he took it away from Danielson and bumped it out of bounds.
You see the defensive ability of Tomczyk. Those quick hands as they were going up to the shot just to knock it right out of his hands. It will be.
The interesting matchup, Mike, in that we had, as they got it down here to grab, oh, he overlaid it. Interesting matchup defensively in that it is indeed Kevin Tomczyk who has been guarding Jim Danielson here in this basketball game, and High Harmson has drawn the task of picking up Joe Schneider.
And they've done a whale of a job at Danielson. What do you have, 3 first half points,
Yep.
I believe?
On the left side sidewalk, now up the high post. Here's Schneider going to shoot it there. Partially deflected by Harmson. Rebound to Tomczyk. Outlet pass comes to the bullet. Bester quickly back up court with the basketball. Give it to Harmson as they'll swing it back out. Tomczyk to Bester here to the left side sidewalk. Here's Fortune with a three-pointer on the way. In and out. Hoop wouldn't have it. Rebound away to Joe Schneider. So Benedict works it back into the forecourt once again. Got it down here to the low post to Grabner. Back outside is Benedict.
Excuse me, the Patriots offensively really standing in this series. No movement at all.
32-25 by 7 here, the Cardinals. Schneider.
Oh,
that was almost a travel, but Harmson got a piece of the basketball. Schneider gets it back once again, goes back up and hits the 2, and they have closed to within 5 again.
That actually should be a travel, Dave, because he got the one up in the air and reclaimed it before he hit the floor again.
But it was touched in between by Harmson.
Travel.
Still a travel? No. That's just like coming down with a block shot. Coming back down with your own block shot. Can't do that. Here's Wolf with a pretty move going right down the lane, and he finger rolls it in.
And the Cardinals needed that one. That's their first field goal in some 6 attempts here in the third quarter.
34-27, again by 7 here, the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And around to the near side, trying to come out to Danielson in the coffin corner, and they lose it on the sidelines and out of bounds. And quickly, Brian Wunderlich back up off the pines to come back in. Grabner will come out. Benedict will come out as Eric Olson is back in for the East Patriots. Mike, rather odd in this basketball game that we have yet to see Eric Grams up off the pines.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised at that too, man. For the majority of the season, he's been the number 6 or 7 man.
Yeah. Alley-oop down low. Sky hook is good by Harmson.
They had a mismatch inside as Harmson was mashed up against a much smaller guy in that series, and they looked for it right away. Good awareness.
Eric Olson picked up here by Todd Fortune as popping back out now. Schneider here. Circle high to the right side with the basketball. Played by Harmson. Out to the left side again, Olson. Flashing through the baseline. Here's Danielson. He traveled the ball. Tried to give the head fake there to Kevin Tomczyk. Tomczyk didn't take it anyway, and then
Cardinals, I believe, Dave, have only used 6 players. Josh Harmson, the only man off the bench thus far.
You're correct.
Simon has not gotten in either. He's the first guard off the bench.
Yeah, Bester has played the entire ball game thus far. Of course, he has definitely had the hot hand for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Fortune down to Harmson. Popping it back out here now is Kevin Tomczyk as they swing it out to Bester once again. Hole high, Tomczyk. Tomczyk is a flash Bester down low. Give it a Fortune. Now give the basketball to Bester on the baseline. Back outside to Joe Wolf. Wolf works it out hole high. Got a pick here from Tomczyk trying to come in to the bullet, and a reach-in foul is going to be called here on Joe Schneider. Schneider will pick up his first, the first team.
Schneider or Olsen, I thought it was going to go on.
You're right.
Yeah, Olsen got him.
Eric Olsen has just picked up his third. First team foul, common foul. The Cardinals inbound the ball once again. Tomczyk looked at the three, then turned it down. Bester back to Tomczyk once again, played by Danielson. Here's Wolf with that 16-footer from the free throw line here, and he hit it.
After missing the first 5 field goal attempts in the quarter, back to hit the next 3.
Well, he likes that spot.
Yes, he does.
That's a patented about 1 foot back from the free throw line for Joe Wolf. As coming around here, Schneider got hacked from behind. The bucket, however, picked up by Danielson, and he'll put it back in. So Kevin Tomczyk will work it back into the forecourt once again. 38-29, by 9 the Cardinals with 2:45 remaining in the quarter. Running one-hander here at the bucket by Fortune will not drop. Danielson with a rebound. Outlet pass comes up court and knocked out of bounds by the Bullet. Those fans, Mike, that are here early enough to see the Cardinals warm up, that was a move right there by the Bullet that we see them do in their warm-ups.
Yeah.
That belly flop kind of gets the crowd. The crowd, for whatever reason, likes that drill. You know, they get a kick out of that.
Well, it's one that I've never seen in basketball before this year.
I haven't either. And off of the leg here of Danielson and out of bounds. I don't know if Tomczyk might have talked him into that one or not. Well, he definitely talked him into it.
Those fans
whether it did happen or not.
Those early fans that are here again tonight got treated to a whale of a JV game also.
Oh, that was outstanding.
Tight one all the way down.
Senior varsity winning, what was it, 71-67.
Yep, they go 11-0 on the season.
So here's Wolf out hole high, comes down in the lane, 14-footer there, no, but a foul is going to be on Brian Wunderlich. Wunderlich with his second personal foul, second team. And with 2:04 remaining here, quarter, this one will send Joe Wolf to the free throw line. First trip to the line tonight, has 8 points in the basketball game. You gotta like watching Joe Wolf through the course of the season, Mike, has just been a kind of a steady progressor, and at the same time, I think has been maybe one of the more steady performers for the Cardinals.
Yeah, he's done a whale of a job. You know, he's again not one of those guys that's gonna be real flashy. He's not real quick. He doesn't have a lot of quickness. Just as goes about it very matter-of-factly. He just gets the job done very quietly.
But he is very steady.
Yes, he is. You can count on him.
Right.
He's probably not going to score you 20 points very often.
Well, I think he's a kind of a role player and fits into his role, knows what his role is, and just plays that role very well. And as good as he shoots, well, he ought to stand back a foot to shoot free throws, I guess. Hits that 16-footer, but misses a pair of free tosses here.
Here, that'll take the jump shot in the free throw line.
Yeah, and the hole high, here's Andy Bain, and he hits it. Bain with his first bucket of the game. And the Cardinals will work it back into the forecourt, leading by 7 with 1:30. Wolf back hole high. They're the zone defense here. Chick coming in from the back door side, and a foul.
Bester with a great read there as he had the ball at the top of the key, right side of the key actually, and somebody fell asleep on the defense, Tomczyk, and he just had a backdoor pass, went right to the basket strong.
Brian Wunderlich with his third personal foul, and he's going to come out. Josh Harmson is back in. Wolf comes out for the Cardinals. I honestly didn't notice, Mike, if Eric Grams was even, because there has been a little bit of a flu bug circling around. I know for sure our technical director was down with it yesterday. So Tomczyk misses one, misses them both. My.
Well, the Cardinals have missed, what, 4 straight free throws.
Yep.
So.
38-31. Still by 7. They got a chance to close it within 5, and Tomczyk knocks it away and out of bounds. So they'll inbound here to Benedict. Mark Benedict as they pop it up here now. Here's Bain trying to come in the lane. Almost lost the handle of the ball. Give it to Grabner. And leaves it out for Danielson. Now Schneider with a 16-footer. It's good. Joe Schneider, that's his 6th point of the quarter. They've closed back to within 5 again. They just keep creeping back in there.
Yeah, they've been hanging tight. The Cardinals have not had a real good third quarter of action thus far, and they're enabling East to get back in it.
3-pointer by Fortune, hit the back of the rim. Rebound to Danielson. Up court comes Benedict. Benedict pulls up, kind of dishing it back off. Here to Schneider. The bucket is good. The foul's going to be on High Harmson, I believe. Well, they call it on Josh. Josh Harmson gets the personal. That is just the first team here.
Patriots have been red hot as of late. They've hit their 4 of their last shots, 5 of their last 6 from the field.
Well, in particular, Schneider, as he with 9 points here in the quarter. And look at that. Appleton East has scrapped their way back to within 2.
Yep.
With 31 seconds remaining here in the quarter. So back up court. Here's the Bullet with the basketballs. He comes up through the Cyclops. Leave it off onto the right side. High court of the Cards will probably work for one shot here as the clock ticks down here to 18. High post to Harmson. Split it off. Reloaded again. Here's Bester. They're going to look for one now with 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. Bring Josh Harmson up to the high post now. Set up the offense from there. Clock down to 5. Bester coming around. Here's Fortune dumping it off here to the right side. Tomczyk got to hustle to get the shot of the way. It will not drop. That's going to be the end of the quarter. And our score here after 3. Boy, they held the Cardinals to just 6 points in that quarter. It's Fond du Lac 38, Appleton East 36. Back after this on your Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball report.
Into a ball game by shooting 70% for the Patriots, 7%. Where the Cardinals were only 3 for 11 for 27%. They also out-rebound the Cardinals 10-3. 3 turnovers for the Patriots. The Cardinals did not commit a turnover in the quarter.
Here's Danielson off of the baseline with a chance to tie. He came in from out of bounds. Can't do that.
You betcha.
Mike looking down into the huddle in between quarters here, and I had not noticed it before, but I do not see Eric Grams here tonight. And I would assume that an illness thing has kept him away from this ball game this evening.
Strong possibility.
So it is 38-36. The Cardinals in possession of the basketball. East back to a man-to-man defense here, as it is Fortune. And they dump it off to Tomczyk. Coming around to pick now as Bester swings it off to Wolf. And comes to the right, back to the left side. Reloads it back out to Kevin Tomczyk again. Bester onto the right side sidewalk. Here's Wolf hole high to Tomczyk to the left side. Reloaded. Bester onto the right side sidewalk once again. Well, that definitely does not help you when really your best 6th man, and they threw it away. Now here's the chance once again for the Patriots to either take the lead or tie this basketball game with a bucket. And working it up is Mark Benedict. Comes to Andy Bame out between the 2 rings. Got it down here to the low post. They split it out high. Benedict round to the near side again. Bame fakes right, comes back left. Give it to Snyder. Free throw line jumper. Short for the rim. Rebound to Tomczyk. Controls and leaves it for Bester in the backcourt. Bester rushing it up here and kicked away by Benedict and out of bounds.
Note for our guys down the truck if we can go to score 2.
So, Tomczyk comes into the Bullet. Bester pulls up, free throw line, jumper the way. Bango!
Well, it wouldn't hurt a bit for him to get warmed up the way he was the first half of action once again.
Boy, that's for sure. He had 9 points, 15 points at halftime. Did not score in the third quarter. Running one-hander will not drop. Chipped away, and it's going to go out of bounds. This one belongs to the Cardinals.
Neither team, Dave, I don't believe has used a timeout yet, so you've got to believe a tight game. This is going to be a long 4th quarter after very quick first 3.
6:10 remain to be played here in regulation play. 40-36 by 4 the Cardinals. Bester to the near side is Kevin Tomczyk. They pop Wolf up, then drop it down in the corner to Bester. Give it to Tomczyk again. Here's Fortune. Had the 3-pointer, then turned it down. Give it to Wolf. Takes the baseline, running one-hander. No, but a foul.
Yeah.
Blocking foul going to be whistled here. Anthony Boehm. Boehm gets
on the right. He had laid to the
they need these free throws.
They've got converting on these. Once again, I'm a solid believer. In close games, you always win or lose them on the free throw line.
And Wolf has now missed 3 in a row.
Yeah, tonight's action brought to you by United Auto Trim, specializing in antique and classic car interior restoration. Custom upholstery for your auto, boat, or truck. Call them today at 923-1454.
4 misses in a row. High Harpster with the rebound, but then threw it away. Here comes Eric Olson back up. Wolf with 4 straight misses from the charity stripe. And the Cardinals have missed all 6 attempts that they've had here in the second half.
Yeah, that hurts.
Danielson, Grabner,
We're going to follow on
fouled
Wolf.
by Wolf.
Yeah, after the shot went up, actually, I'm wondering if they're not going to call this after the shot, because that's what I would call it.
They're going to shoot 2.
I don't think so. Wolf backed into it
I would
after
tend
he
to
stepped
agree
down.
with you.
Yeah, he was coming down and the shot was well gone when Wolf turned around to stick his rear end into him.
But that's one of those,
Judgment.
well, a standard call, you know. So to the free throw line goes Pat Grabner, hits the first. He had 8 points at halftime and went scoreless in the third quarter, but they made a run back at us anyway. And again, they are back to within 2. 40, 38, 5:37 remaining in regulation play, and the Bullet will work it back up. Walking it across the timeline, facing a 1-3-1 zone defense as he comes across. Posted up high here to Wolf. Right back out to Bester. Swings it up on the right side to Tomczyk. Tomczyk. They look it down here for Harmson. Can't get him the basketball.
Cardinals no stated offensively right now.
Well, they're taking a hard look. Here's flashing through as Wolf. Turnaround 14-footer. No, on the rebound away to Grabner. They got a chance to tie. 40, 38. Here's Danielson. Up to the high post. Snyder right down the lane. When anyone enters, could they tied this ball game?
And they got that, Dave, all that transition basketball. They got down very quickly after the rebound before Fond du Lac had an opportunity to set the defense.
Thought maybe we would have gotten a timeout call there from Dick Diener, but no. 4:48 remaining. All knotted up at 40 apiece. They trailed it, Mike, 32-21 at halftime. They have outscored us 19-8 here in the second half. Fortune to the near side. Down low post to Harmson. Split it off high to Fortune once again. And tight. Now they're going to take the TO. Cardinals want to talk things over. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remain to be played in this basketball game. We have a timeout on the court with a score. Fond du Lac 40, the East Patriots 40.
Tonight's action brought to you by Sergio's Mexican Restaurant at 121 North Pioneer Road, where you can find a great fun atmosphere with reasonable meal prices, complete with a children's menu. Children under 12 eat free each and every Sunday at Sergio's. Along with Able Landscaping Service for the do-it-yourself landscaper. Now it's the season they become Able Snow Removal Service. Snow is right around the corner. Call Brian Abel for all your snow removal needs, along with sanding and salting available. 922-7835. And Call Insurance of Fond du Lac is your independent insurance agent. Because he works for himself, he works harder for you. Remember, when you need insurance, you need Bob Call. Give a call at 923-4020. All members of our Video Sports Boosters.
I think a wise timeout right here, Mike, by the Fond du Lac Cardinals, who the last couple of times down court offensively had gotten a little bit stagnant in their formation. And then we're having some problems, and they've switched up the defense here once again, but they were having some problems recognizing what they were up against.
Well, you go back to the change of defenses we touched on in the first half, and you'll see the Patriots change all game one.
Here's Fortune off of the baseline here to the near side. Pops it high post to Wolf. Give it a Tomczyk down the lane, down to Harmson. Finger roll, no, but a foul. Grabner will pick up the personal. Pat Grabner with his second personal foul, the 5th team. He will send high slam-a-jamma to the free throw line. He is 1 for 1 thus far, and he'll shoot a pair here.
You know, from a coaching standpoint, Dave, I love a team that mixes up their defenses because it forces you to look every time you go down court to recognize what's going to happen because you attack everyone differently, and sometimes it can confuse the offense.
Boy, absolute nightmare from the line here for the Cardinals. They are 0 7 thus far here in the second half. Harmson will get one more here. Chance for a 1-point lead, and he missed it.
Air ball.
The Cardinals are 0 for 8 here in this second half of action from the charity stripe.
You know, and that shot right there by Harmson, the air ball, tells me that the Cardinals feel the pressure.
Now they're pushing it, yep.
We got a foul here, Dave. I believe it was whistled. I'm not sure. Or it may have been a lane violation.
Yeah, that's what it was. Well, substitute free throw here for Slammer Jammer.
I believe it was called on Jim Danielson.
I think you're right. So Harmson gets this one.
Mark that point down on the file for later, Dave. That could be a very key point.
41-40 by 1. The Cardinals, they come out in a zone defense this time down court themselves.
Well, not a bad move, I don't think, because they have not...
Shot blocked by Harmson. Rebound away to Wolf.
Yeah, they have not shown perimeter shooting in this game yet.
Here's the bullet back into the forecourt. Bester to Fortune. 3:41 remaining. Give it to Wolf. Going to take the 13th-foot of the way. Short for the rim. Tap, but into the hands of Schneider. They got a chance for a lead here with a bucket. Olsen to Werner. Off of the baseline. Grabner working against the 2-3 zone defense here. Put up by the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Danielson trying to come down low post. Slapped away by Wolf. Picked up by the bullet. And Bester into the forecourt. Wolf running one-hander. No. Blocked from behind by Schneider. And here comes Eric Olsen back up court. Olsen, Grabner now at the high post. Down low post. They go to Schneider. Fouled by Wolf. And Joe Wolf has just picked up his 4th.
I'm curious if they're going to call this on a shot or on a push-off prior. Could go either way. Josh Harmson, I should say, up off the bench is going to check in for Wolf.
Joe Wolf will come out with his 4th personal foul.
They're called the shooting foul.
And Schneider will go to the line where he is too afraid to shoot a pair. He's got 11 points here in the second half, 14 overall. And Schneider missed the front half.
This place is going to be rocking and rolling for his last 3:05. Fans are really getting into it.
Tie ball game. 41-41, 3:05 remaining. And Bester will bring it up. The bullet walking it up here through the Cardinal insignia and brings it out between the 2 rings. Up on the near side is Kevin Tomczyk with the basketball. Back to the bullet. Out hole high. Bester to Tomczyk. Feed the line extended here to the near side wing as they come down to Tomczyk. Alley-oop feed inside. Harmson shot blocked and a foul. And a call on Pat Grabner. And we might have gotten a break there, Mike, because from here it would have appeared that Grabner had all ball, but...
Well, I think he got part of the wrist, Dave, and I'll tell you why he got it, because a good job of
Josh, bring it back down.
Yeah, Josh went up for the shot. He saw that he was going to probably get the ball blocked. He reeled it in. Yo-yo job. He put it out there and bring it back in, and he got it on the wrist by the hesitation foul.
Cardinals are 1 of 8 here in the second half, now 1 of 9. 2:40 remaining. 1 for 10. My goodness.
Wow, I know what these guys are going to be doing tomorrow morning.
Well, they've been a good free throw shooting team this year. I don't know. Harmson down low, turnaround jumper, no and a foul. Again on Grabner. Grabner picks up his 4th.
You know, the Cardinals have got to start converting on these, though. You just can't expect to go to the free throw line time and again. And matter of fact, let's see, that's their 16 foul. The Cardinals will be in a bonus. Seventh. Okay, either way, Cardinals are going to be shooting bonuses the rest of the way in this game.
By Harmson to the line to shoot a pair.
Ron Parker on timeout.
We'll get a timeout on the court with 2:28 remaining to be played in this basketball game. Fond du Lac leads it 42-41.
Tonight's action is brought to you by the unique kitchen and bathroom showroom at Classic Kitchen, featuring wood-board, Brookhaven, and Muralette cabinets. For free estimates, personal designs, and installation, call 922-9323. That's Classic Kitchens, located on highways 23 and 41 on the frontage road. And the Team Outfitting Center in Fond du Lac is Team Sports of downtown Fondy, specializing in the custom fitting of your team. Also offering area high school outerwear. That is Jack Francis Team Sports, across from Veterans Park in downtown Fondy. And Dean's Dodge is the little dealer that cares. For new and used cars, trucks, leasing, service, and parts, come to Dean's Dodge. They're located 2 blocks north of the Howley and on the West Frontage Road. Members of our Video Sports Boosters.
Well, we don't want to forget to remind the folks that we'll be right back here tomorrow night when the Fond du Lac Cardinal Lady Cards play host to the Oshkosh North Spartans in a Fox Valley Association conference game.
And Shane will go back to number 1 now. So interesting timeout there. If Harmson misses that front end, I'll bet you, that front of the 2, I bet you they don't call the timeout.
Harmson knocks them both down, and it's 43-41. The Cards lead is 2. They have led by as many as 10 in this ball game at 36-26.
What was the halftime score?
32-21. I'm sorry, it was 26-16. Led it by 10. Here is Schneider underneath, double pumping off the rebound. No. Danielson with the rebound. He's tied it again. And Eric Grams with a flu bug or whatever, not available for this ball game here tonight. Here's Todd Fortune. Back out between the 2 rings. They come to the bullet. 1:52 remaining to be played as Fortune outside Bester three-pointer. Came off. 46, 43, 139 remaining. Schneider comes to Bain, three-pointer, short for the rim. Fortune is cleared, and an elbow. There's an offensive foul on Todd Fortune.
.129 left on the clock. 3-point lead for the Cardinals.
So the basketball.
Looks like a football game.
And right here, Dick Dina wants to talk things over.
Both teams are
That is the 4th team foul. Dick wants a timeout. 1:29 remaining to be played in this basketball game. Timeout on the court. Fond du Lac leads it. 46-43.
Tonight's exciting action brought to you by Lens Sales and Service, as well as Lens Leasing Incorporated, where nice cars are sold and serviced. They're at a corner of South Military and Seymour Streets. That's Jerry Lens Sales and Service. And Capelli Brothers and Dietrich are the general contractors serving the Fond du Lac and Fox River Valley area for over 40 years in quality commercial and industrial building construction. Come to the Fond du Lac Mosaic Tile Company for all your floor covering needs, installed by our own professional craftsmen. Ceramic and quarry tile, slate and marble, vinyl and carpeting. Ideal for new or remodeling installation. And Consultants Laboratory of Wisconsin Incorporated, with convenient locations in Fond du Lac and Appleton, serving physicians, hospitals, clinics, and veterinarians with quality laboratory testing. For further information, call 929-1580 or 1-800-826-1580. Members of our Video Sports Booster.
Boy, they are rocking the house here at the Goodrich High School Gymnasium as the Appleton East Patriots will inbound the basketball.
High school basketball is alive and well in Fond du Lac.
And with 1:29 remaining to be played, a looping feed comes out here to Jim Danielson. Swings it cross court now to Benedict. They go to a double low stack here. Benedict up free throw line, and to pop it up now is Mark Boehm. Swinging around to the right side. Here is Schneider. He dribbled it off his foot. Moves the ball back into the backcourt. And it was touched by Bester. Otherwise, it would have been an over and back. Looping feed down to Danielson. Bump bang by Tomczyk.
Oh, gee, what happened?
Well, I don't know.
You teach them going for a loose ball.
Right.
But if you don't have the breakaway, let them have the touch of the ball, and you've got the over and back.
I don't know as though Brian really realized that his own that he had kicked it back himself, Mike.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
I think he might have felt that
somebody may have flipped it.
Right. As the jumper on the way by Boehm is free throw, two-pointer by Boehm. 46-45 by 1. The Cardinals under a minute remaining, 52 seconds. Here's the bullet, working on Benedict. Comes here for Kevin Tomczyk. They pop it back out to Todd Fortune once again. And Fortune working here on Boehm. Takes it down the baseline. Will he want to enter? No. Blocked by Grabner, but they'll call the foul on Grabner, and he has fouled out. Pat Grabner has fouled out of the basketball game.
And that's going to be a loss for them. He's their 6'6" postman. He's the intimidation factor inside.
Well, I'm sure they'll come back here with Brian Wunderlich, and they will. And Wunderlich, although not the scoring threat that Grabner is, has created some problems inside for us as well, Mike. He's been a fine defensive player for them here tonight.
Appleton East bipartisan fans here, a standing ovation for their young player who Grabner was just fouled out.
This one is going to send Todd Fortune to the free throw line. He has 6 points on the night.
Todd, a good free throw shooter.
He is 1 for 2 this evening.
Yeah, but the pressure's on him here to hit a couple. Keep it fresh. Keep it to that 3-point lead.
And you need to prepare.
Yes, you do.
With 39 seconds remaining. Todd Fortune, the Cardinals, probably their best free throw shooter. Fondolak has hit on what, about 3 of 11 or something like that here in the second half. It has been a nightmare on that end of the court at the free throw line, and Todd missed it.
Well, he didn't follow through on that. These misses are starting to work on the mind here a little bit for the Cardinals right now.
Yeah, they're changing their own style right in the middle of things here.
Right.
Little focus there, Ralphie. And the shot on the way missed them both. Oh my, tap again, out of bounds. Back to the East Patriots, 39 seconds remaining. The clock never started there, Mike, for whatever reason.
So you would think about 2 seconds to come off. Ron Parker wants timeout.
Well, would he take a chance and work it for 1 here? 39 seconds remaining, a timeout on the court. Cardinals lead it, 46-45.
Brought to you by the Karras Car Company with the some luck to all area team for the automobiles and service after the sale. Stop at the Karras Car Company, 11 North Main. And Manowski Welding of Fond du Lac for quality welding and fabricating of steel, aluminum, or stainless steel. Anytime, anywhere. Whether it's structural or ornamental, Manowski should be your steel fabricator. More members of our Video Sports Boosters. They take one shot here. I don't think so. I wouldn't.
I know that, but you have seen coaches do it before, and I would not be totally amazed to see Ron Parker on the road to take a chance at that here.
Yeah. I would be surprised. But as you say, you just don't know.
Well, on the other hand, come down and hit a 3 and put the pressure on the Cardinals.
Well, Wolf is going to check back in. Now they're not going to allow him to come in at this point.
Why?
No, that's right, because I'll get back. There's a rule for that.
All righty, 35 seconds remaining to be played here. As up court comes Benedict. Benedict pulls up hole high, played there by Todd Fortune. Give the basketball to Wunderlich. He is played by Josh Harmson. Down out of the coffin corner. They come down here to Mark Boehm. And Boehm played by the bullet. Here's Schneider with 18 seconds remaining. You tell me they're not working for one. Here's Boehm off the baseline. Offensive foul! Offensive foul on Boehm!
Brian Bressler came from nowhere on that baseline to set the position and draw an offensive charge.
Timeout! Appleton East, 14 seconds remaining to be played. Timeout on the court. Fond du Lac leads 46-45.
Tonight's game brought to you by Feldner Chevrolet of St. Cloud. They've been serving the community for over 50 years, featuring Chevrolet and Geo cars and trucks, Mercury outboards, and Articat snowmobiles. Service after the sale is their #1 priority. Stop in today at Feldner Chevrolet, 1201 Main Street in St. Cloud. And let the team spirit of Hometown Realty go to work for you, where our customers are always #1. Call for a free market analysis at 923-7800. That's Hometown Realty. They're at 428 North Main.
14 seconds remaining to be played in this basketball game. And Mike, what a strange one. The Cardinals with, 14 points here in the second half after scoring 32 in the first half of action.
That's what makes this game so...
Just kept battling.
They're going to follow us.
Looping feed to the bullet, and out they come to Wolf down court. The Hudson, he had the ball stripped away. Look out, here come the Patriots and a foul in the backcourt. No, a timeout. Did they take a timeout? Ron Parker is all over these two officials over something. I'm not sure what.
Well, I can bet you what it is, Dave. When they got the ball down to Harmson, initially he traveled, he took 2 or 3 stutter steps, and there was no whistle on that. And I think that's what Ron Parker's upset
well, he
about.
wound up with the basketball back anyway.
He did, but with a couple less seconds than he probably would have had.
A couple less seconds. I think what you're saying is that he'd like to have the 10 seconds on the board.
Probably so.
Well, I tell you, Appleton East right now is in a position to win this basketball game.
Well, Fond du Lac made a mistake there, Dave. Once they broke the initial press, they didn't realize they had nobody in half the court other than Joe Harmson. They didn't recognize it until it was too late, actually. They still should have got the bucket off it. However, the travel, that wasn't called, and then the shuffle of the feet makes Harmson miss the shot. They take it away from him. And now, as you say, they're in a position to win this thing going away.
With 7 seconds remaining, the East Patriots will have the basketball in the backcourt.
Oh, doesn't get any better than this, does it?
And Fond du Lac will
they should be
put some pressure on here, man to man.
But you don't want to foul.
And Werner to do the honors. Comes in here to Mark Benedict. Benedict down to 4. And they threw it away on the baseline out of bounds.
What's the Dieter to take a timeout here?
And Dick Dieter does indeed want a timeout. 3 seconds remaining in this basketball game, and a timeout on the court. 46-45. Well, Mike, obviously Appleton East #1 has to force the Cardinals to take the basketball in the backcourt here. And Fond du Lac, in all reality, could be looking to fly Omar Maker down court.
Well, okay, Dave, it's a good theory. But the problem with that is, if you throw the fly pattern and you don't get it and that ball goes out of bounds.
The ball's going to come back here and go out of bounds with no time off the clock. That is very true.
I'll tell you what I do. I make sure I get that ball in somebody's hands, that it's not stolen off the inbounds. They're going to foul you right away. You're going to probably take 1 second off the clock, no matter what happens then. You know, it's a desperation for them. I take my chances just getting the ball in somebody's hands. Don't worry about the fly pattern. Make sure somebody gets the ball.
I'm not saying look for the fly pattern here. I guess what if you have problems getting the ball inbounded, you're still going to be better that fly down there. And at least if someone gets a touch on the basketball, okay?
Again, but they're going for the ball. For the ball, you make a crazy foul.
So here's Kevin Tomczyk on the inbounds feed. They throw it out here to Harmson. Harmson got to catch the ball. He saves it from going OB. Shot on the baseline. Ball game. Final score. Fond du Lac 46. Appleton East 45.
Hear yourself too, Adam.